AITA for telling my husband's affair partner's teenage daughter that I was the reason her mother's marriage ended. When she confronted me at school drop-off. My husband had an affair. The woman he had it with is also a parent at our children's school. Her marriage ended when her husband found out. Last week, her 16-year-old daughter approached me in the school car park and told me, in front of other parents, that I was the reason her family was broken and that I should be ashamed of myself. I told her the truth about what had actually happened. I am not certain I should have. I want to be careful here because a 16-year-old is involved, and I am aware that a 16-year-old is not the right target for the anger I have every legitimate reason to be carrying. My husband's affair lasted 7 months. The woman, I will call her Karen, is a parent at the same primary school our youngest children attend. We have had to navigate the school community throughout the aftermath of this, which has been as difficult as it sounds. Karen's husband found out about the affair through a route I was not responsible for. Her marriage ended. Her family has experienced significant disruption. I have no pleasure in any of that. I was not trying to expose the affair, and I would not have chosen the specific outcome of her marriage ending. I did not know Karen well before this. I know her slightly less well now, in the way that you know someone when the thing that connects you is something neither of you would have chosen. Her daughter, Mia, is 16. I have seen Mia at school events. She is, by all appearances, a teenager who has been through something very difficult and is carrying it with the unmanaged quality of a young person who has not yet developed the mechanisms for compartmentalization. Last week, Mia approached me in the school car park. She was not quiet about it. She told me, with a voice that carried to several nearby parents, that I was the reason her family was broken, that I had gone after her mother's husband and destroyed her home, and she hoped I was satisfied with what I had done. I looked at this 16-year-old. I looked at the other parents. I thought about what to do. I said, Mia, I understand you're very angry. What happened to your family was your mum's husband's fault and your mum's. It was not mine. Your mum had an affair with my husband. I didn't do anything to your family. Am I the asshole? Update, 2 months later. Mia's reaction in the moment was to stare at me for a long moment and then walk away. I do not know what she believed or understood from what I said. I do not know what version of events she had been given at home. Karen contacted me that evening by text. She said I had no right to speak to her daughter about adult matters and that what I had said was inappropriate and damaging. I replied that her daughter had approached me publicly and made accusations about me in front of witnesses, and that I had corrected those accusations as calmly and briefly as I could. Karen did not reply to that. The school was informed by Karen, I believe, that an incident had occurred. I was asked to come in for a meeting. I did. I explained what had happened. The school's position was that they hoped the situation could be managed without further conflict in the car park, and that they were not in a position to adjudicate the adult dispute that underpinned it. I have thought about whether I should have said nothing. The alternative was to stand in the school car park while a teenager accused me publicly of destroying her family and say nothing, which would have allowed those accusations to stand as accepted truth in front of the other parents who heard them. I did not say anything about the affair. I did not describe anything that would harm Mia further. I said only, this was not my doing, it was your mother's and my husband's. That is accurate. I believe a 16-year-old who approaches an adult publicly with accusations is old enough to receive a factual correction. NTA or AITA? Should she have stayed silent, or did Mia deserve to hear the truth? Comment below.